I mean, we touched on the community. We've got quite an active community here at Game Rant as well. So we've recently just launched a new initiative called Threads. We go to our readers, we ask them some questions, and they give us some feedback. So I'm going to throw a few at you as well. Get to know the people behind the scenes as well, and get to know you as a gamer. So first and foremost, if you could only play 3 games for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Oh, hey, this is perfect. This is like the only thing I lined up for is Civilization.
Okay.
It is the only game I've ever successfully gotten my wife addicted to, of like oh my god, wait, it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, yeah, it is.
The Resident Evil series, the Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy. I loved it, and I love RPG, so I'm gonna go with Dragon Age as well.
Oh, Dragon Age is a solid one.
Oh, this is gonna sound so cliche. Oblivion, obviously. Fallout 3 and New Vegas were great, but you can only play Fallout for so long. So I would say I would take New Vegas, and then the last one. I like Rocket League, dude. I love Rocket League.
yeah, that's a spanner in the works. Yeah, I do love a bit of Rocket League too. What would be your game session essentials? Like, what makes the optimal gaming session for you? Snacks, drinks. You got a favorite chair? Like, what do you need for the best kind of gaming session?
So I could give my really, wholesome and cozy answer here, which is, I'm a sofa gamer, so, get my cup of tea, get a blanket on, have the laptop on, ready to go. Sometimes it is just, on the sofa with some chocolate instead as well, rather than any of the tea or anything. But yeah, always a sofa blanket person.
That one's easy. So it's going to be a bag of Twiglets.
Yep.
You know Twiglets?
Nope.
No? You know Vegemite?
Yes, I'm Australian.
Of course, yeah, right. So Twiglets are kind of like baked crisps that are covered in Vegemite.
All right.
They're phenomenal. They're
Yep.
phenomenal. That's it. You just need a bucket of those.
Okay.
Got my cans on, always have my headphones on, always in party. But yeah, that's the essentials really. And I'm a proper sofa gamer. I can't sit at a desk. Yeah, that's why I'm a bit of a console boy born and bred, to be honest.
As I've gotten older, it is an ergonomic chair with appropriate neck support. Flaming hot Cheetos with chopsticks. So you don't get it on your fingers, right? Also because, smoothie from my wife. She experiments a ton with different flavors, but her smoothies are also always excellent. And if I go back to my college days, just like an endless supply of Taco Bell.
I mean, if we divert back to your role in the industry, so was there a game, like what games inspired you to get into video games as a career?
Well, there is a game that I absolutely love, and it was also an inspiration for this game. It's not exactly indie, but Fear. Fear is an old game, but the combat mechanics are still awesome. It's a great game, and we drew a lot of inspiration from it.
Yeah, I grew up with the consoles. For me, when I was younger, a job in the industry was not a thing. It was like a dream.
Yeah.
So I was kind of late to the industry, but all the stuff that made me want to do it with the games like the Wave Racers on N64, it was the 1080 snowboarding, it was those that really recreated the sensation. And then stuff like, I know, just name-checked it, but the original Silent Hill 2 just blew my mind. That something could get to you on such an emotional level.
Yeah.
And then obviously, the classics, the Mario 64s of this world.
Man, so I have a brother who's like 10 years older than me. So we never had a ton in common. Games are sort of the only thing we could always talk about, no matter what stage of life we were in. He was like having a kid when I was like just getting out of school and stuff. And so there are a lot of games that we sort of like played together. And really, I think that was sort of the doorway toward games being sort of like this daily way to hang out with my friends, and like a really key part of a lot of the closest relationships I have in my life. And so those are a lot of the games that I still think of, like Left 4 Dead. I can think of so many LAN parties at night, like staying up until 6 a.m. trying to figure out if we could make it through like expert difficulty. And Civilization for sure, Company of Heroes, like my friend gave me an old graphics card, but my computer would overheat. So I'd boot the computer and have like about 2 minutes to get into lobby. Otherwise the computer would be too hot for me to actually connect. And like all sorts of shenanigans like that. But it was all for the same thing, which is like, is this a time with my friends? And of course we all have our start with like those console games like that. It's so easy just to sit on a couch together. But there's so many others that let me connect with people as we like moved to different parts of the world, as we like, you know, went off to college or went our different ways in life. I worked on League of Legends for 7 years, and that was a huge part of that for me. I have 7,000 hours in League, and so that was like, I mean, obviously it helped professionally because I worked there, but it was also because like every night I could play and I could like hang out with my friends that were like any part of the country that had moved to Europe and this kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. And if you were hosting a dinner party and you could invite 3 video game characters from any game, who would you be inviting along?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, the tough setting anyway, hosting a dinner party. Oh my gosh. I mean, I've already said I'm a fan of like little fantasy creatures, so, you know, possibly go a little out there. Might not be much of a conversation, but, you know, invite some video game animals along. So come with, you know, fancy cats and things. Bring Yoshi along and see if you know, show he can put away some things.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for this question. My dad. Oh, I love my dad so much. He's got to be there. Who else? Yeah, Todd Howard. The way he's turned the several series, and he started as a programmer as well. And now he's game director, executive director. Absolutely, I would love to pick his brain. I feel like I could do my job better if I got an opportunity to talk to him. And what's another one? My 10th grade English teacher, so I can show him where I'm at now.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a few of us that would do that as well. Yeah, awesome. It's been great talking to you. I think we're actually going to go eat some Twiglets and have a gaming session, I think. Yeah. That's us for now, and
See you.
yeah, we'll see you soon.